Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Cards very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A give up the middle to Evans.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. You look at this Arizona defense.
They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Garrett Wilson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Throwing to start the drive. Billingsley. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Off play action. Billingsley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. The Cardinals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You look at this Arizona defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Nolan Smith, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Murray going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Set.
Off the play fake. Billingsley. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Looking to throw. Billingsley. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Murray. Evans has it left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Hansen. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine, as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Now Murray. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Murray trying again after the pick six. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They go play action here on first down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 10.
Off play action. Billingsley.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Billingsley.
That is caught.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He finds his man complete. It's Ballard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Hurst. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run again with Hurst. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. On 2nd down now, Byer. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll run on 1st down. Fair. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2nd down and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Byer. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Hurst. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll try again. And this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Shotgun now from Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Hansen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop it. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Murray now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hansen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Murray now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 41.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A run with Hurst. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Murray. He finds his man complete. That's Hansen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. To throw, it's Murray. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Murray to air it out again. He finds Wilson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Murray.
Going right back to Wilson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Murray off play action. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Again, they'll throw with Murray.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time.
He's got a man complete. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Commanders' offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On the screen, this is Evans.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them. Maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Keely Ringo picks it off.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Washington ready to try again on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, here's Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Murray, one final try.
And that one too wide and incomplete. But as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides competed.